What is up, guys? It's Aaron here, and today I am with the one and only Connor Newsum, aka Connor Newsum, and we're going to be training. What are we training today?
We're training legs today. It's leg day, baby.
We're going to get your legs in, and we are going to be training also in Dominate. So I just want to say a massive thank you to them, guys. So without further ado, let us rock and roll. Da 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 da.
What's up, buddy? Looking huge.
What's the first exercise we're training?
Oh, let's warm up here. Let me show you.
Not the Stairmaster.
No, we're not warming up on the Stairmaster, but this is my favorite warm up.
I've never trained like this before. Yeah, I never warm up for cardio.
This is like the best leg warm up. It's like instant quad activation. So good. Just going backwards, yeah, it isolates your quads so much. And like if you're about to hit legs, it's literally the best. You don't usually warm up, do you?
Not like this. I usually do like stretches beforehand.
I think this is
and then
the
usually
best.
That's really good for your knees, isn't it?
It's really good for your knees, which is obviously great if you're about to jump into leg day, but it's also good for your quads. It just warms them up.
Yeah. No, I usually stretch, and then I usually, like, if I'm doing squats or something, I'll do it without any like plates on either side.
Yeah.
And then I usually go straight into it. But I probably should definitely do like this. I've been saying to my brother, I was like, we need to start doing like more like walking, like 5 minutes of walking.
Dude, or even lunging. Like, you know, the last time we hit legs,
yeah,
and I just lunged it out for like 10 minutes.
It.
That's such a good warm up too.
But
with this, what I try and do is start with my toe and then roll my foot all the way to my heel each step. And it just fires your whole quad up.
My main problem is like usually with like the first set, I usually aim for 8 reps, but I'll usually only get to like say 4 or 5, and then my second set is when I like fully get everything out of it, because it's almost like my legs are still trying to warm up. So I probably do need to do
no, these are the best. It's like 3 to 5 minutes of this, and then you can also do these. And when you push down, you get even more. Probably shouldn't have eaten a steak before this.
You ate a steak?
I ate a steak.
Not. Definitely not.
It's always tough though with squatting. It's like, I'd rather have some food in my system, but then you eat too much.
I actually prefer to train like with a meal just beforehand. I don't know what it is.
Oh really? I can't.
When I'm full, I love it way more.
I cannot train
it's
full.
So weird.
Most of my workouts, I do them fasted, and then I eat after, but with legs, that's the one time where I'm like, yeah, I'll get a little bit in me. You feeling it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had a problem with my knees when I first came back from cycling across Spain.
Yeah.
And I was doing these like researching a lot of how to make your like knees stronger, and they basically recommended. Is it the sledge pulling?
Yeah. Yeah, sled pull. This, like I started doing this because I had an issue with my right knee, which I actually did in Fiji. Mm-hmm. I fucked up my patella in Fiji.
How?
We were playing football on an off day, and Kendall and I slammed knees into each other.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Cordell jumped off something and was like, catch me. And I caught him in the air, and my knee just went pop. And I was like, uh-oh. And it took me like 6 months to feel better.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
But I did a lot of this. And then when I started doing this, I realized how much of a quad workout it was. And was like, I'm just gonna use this as my leg day warm up.
Was you there when when Miguel was showing us like how to do like handstands and stuff? And me and Rob were always like practicing against the wall, and there was that one where there was a palm tree, and then I did it, completely missed, and then just scratched all of down my back, cut all my back. Yeah.
You know, like day 1, do you remember when I sliced my hand open on the first day?
Oh my god, yeah, on the 9.
And
you were trying to play it so cool, and you was walking around the kitchen squirting blood everywhere. And
I had my mic and I was like,
I might have cut myself.
Yeah.
And then everyone's looking over and it's like, yeah, no shit, and there's just a trail of blood everywhere. And you're just trying to play it cool, like.
Well, and at that point, like I had no idea how to like contact a producer or a medic. So I just kept grabbing my necklace and being like, can I get a medic in the kitchen?
Yeah. Actually do remember really well. There was the ping pong table as well,
Yeah.
And they put the was it that plastic
corners.
material around the corners?
Yeah.
So everyone just kept slicing their legs.
Yeah, I saw my thighs on both sides were cut.
It was you, Rob, me, Kane, all had like the same cut on our legs where we just been running around, jumping over the wall. Ah, good times, man. They were weirdly my more favourite moments.
Ping pong was probably the best time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And the off days when we got to listen to music.
Yeah. I actually kind of rated the American football as well.
Yeah, that was good.
Learning how to throw, that's pretty cool.
All right, I'm at like 7 minutes.
Oh my God, I did not expect that.
That'd be a good little outtake. You just...
Bloody hell, that was close. They stacked it.
All right, let's go. Let's do some hack squat.
How much you want to put on?
Let's just start with like 2 plates on each side.
2 plates.
I feel like for this hack squat machine, I mean, there's so many ways you can do it. You can go front, or you can go all the way back. But my favorite is all the way here with half your foot off the plate. But we can play around with it.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 2 plates either side. How much is that? I don't know, man. It's just 2 plates.
I just count by plates. I would say this is 225, but I don't know how much this weighs. And also, because of the way it pivots, it takes off some of the weight. Always with hack squats, I like to sit like super low and hold it. And kind of like bounce once.
Okay.
I swear to God, if you guys Photoshop in something on the ground, dude.
We won't do nothing. I might just put something instead there.
Little eggplant.
How's that feel?
It's good.
My favorite variation at the moment is doing Smith machine hack squats, but I'll have my like feet slightly more like forward.
Forward, yeah.
So it like hits
so good
more.
quad. Quad workout for that is amazing.
Do you have it more close together or more further apart?
Closer together is gonna probably hit your quads a little bit more. You feel that a little bit more?
Yeah.
You're also gonna put like a little more on your knees, but not in an unhealthy way. You ever worry if you get your quads too big?
Nope.
And then lose some of that muscle, like your tattoos are gonna get fucked up?
Whoa, how does this work? How does this work?
You're not high enough.
What
Go
the hell?
more. There. How's this work?
Jesus
How's this
Christ,
work?
I was going for Wait, let me tell you something, What, am I waiting to get weird?
Like,
Nah. Cause
you get the craziest pump of your life and stretch your tattoo out, and then it comes back down.
well, that'd be kind of sick. They don't really, it kind of just like molds with it. It doesn't really stretch that much. Like if it's like that, it's small. If it's like that, it goes big.
Yeah.
So, and they're only like little scribbles anyway.
They're tiny ones, yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing at the moment with developing your app?
What's up?
How are you doing at the moment with developing your app?
Good.
Do you want to tell, for everyone at home, I mean, I'm not going to explain it very well, but
Lots of launch.
yeah, it's developing something very
Very
cool,
interesting.
very top secret. Very interesting.
Working on a health and fitness app. So do some like one-on-one health and fitness coaching, like diet and exercise. Really excited to launch it sometime in late June.
Is it?
Late June.
Are you going to be actively doing like one-on-one sessions with people, or are you just going to be putting
Not
all the
in person, it's all virtual, and then they track all their meals, calories, and workouts down to like, I was only able to do like 3 sets of this workout.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, let's bring the weight down a little bit and try and get that up to like 5 sets.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But that's one thing that's cool about online is like, if you're personal training in person, you can only see what, like 8 people a day.
Yeah. The one thing that worries me, you're literally on your tippy toes here. If you slip.
I know. I just gotta live with that.
Yeah. I saw
That'll
someone
be on
once
me.
doing
I have really long big toes though. They're like fingers. My toes are actually like
so
as long as
you got
fingers.
tingers.
Yeah, I got tingers. I don't
Oh,
know. That
that's
feels
actually-
like I shouldn't say that. That feels
No, I used to take a piss out of Kayla's fingers because they were like toes, because they're so short. So you guys, maybe you guys both just like swap them around.
With this too, if you want to add a little calf at the end, explode all the way through, and then lift up on your toes. It's a good calf stretch. There's one at Gold's that's like this, and you just do that, and you can load it up with like 500 pounds.
Yeah.
And then there's another one, I don't know the name of it, but we just call it the Diddy press.
The Diddy press.
You bend over and you have your hands like that, and then you just do it. So we just call it Diddy press.
Nice. How many reps are you going to on this?
Honestly, man, a lot of my stuff is like, if I can get over 8, and I feel like I can get to 15, I'll just go for 15.
I try to stick to my rep range to like 8.
I try with this, obviously I'm not gonna train to failure, because it just feels like a little bit dangerous to do that, but
yeah.
I always try and strive for like 15 reps of everything.
Oh, okay.
But then like, Joey's
quite
like,
high?
he hates high reps. No, I mean, it's all about fatigue. So it's like, if you can get to 15, 15's great. But if you get to the same level of fatigue at 8 reps, you're still gonna have the same amount of hypertrophy.
Yeah.
Like 8 to 15 is my range. I try and sit in. If I can do more after 8, I try for 15, usually get 12. But
I think with like usually with compound movements, I'll try to do like 8 rep range max, and then with, is it isolation movements?
Yeah.
That's like tricep extensions, usually go to like 12 reps.
yeah.
And like no more, that's when I'll go up in weight again. If I start going over 12 reps, I'll go higher in weight again.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it just depends on what you're comfortable with. For me, I actually like getting really high. Like when I do incline bench press, sometimes I go up to like 25 reps. And that's when I'm just like, can't even move at all.
Yeah.
Like chest is just like seizing
Yeah, I was
up.
gonna say, you must be like absolutely tearing apart.
Yeah, but I love that feeling. Let's throw another 45 on. Let's just do one more set, but like heavier weight.
Okay,
and we'll
cool,
switch. You got at least 2 more. You got 2 more.
Hey.
You got it. You got it. Nice.
One more.
Yeah, you got 1 more. I'm right here. I'll catch it. Easy. Easy.
I feel like if I was proper like exhausted, I wouldn't even be able to like get off that and keep it down. I'd be.
I know. That's why I always
all over
say
the
like,
place.
I don't really ever train this one to like complete failure.
Yeah.
Because there's not really a good like drop off on it.
It's not really good like safety.
It doesn't feel very safe.
No.
Should we do some Smith machine? Legs forward?
Yeah, I'm literally gonna follow your leg workout, so
Okay.
I'm happy to do like Smith machine.
Let's see, hack squat. Let's do Smith machine.
Yeah.
And then we'll do some deadlifts.
Yeah. You love a deadlift.
I love deadlifts.
Yeah.
I always feel like a UFC champion when I have this belt. Like, walk into the gym.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise, the king is back.
Yeah. I'd like to say thank you to absolutely fucking nobody. So what are we doing now? Just squat with?
Back squats with legs forward, which really hits your quads. Like, and Smith machines, like we were talking about, a Smith machine is awesome for squats.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I feel like there's this like culture at the gym that the Smith machine is like a pussy way of doing squats, but it's actually sick.
Also, it holds your form like straight, so you're never like worrying about going back or forwards, and like it's less about like the core, and it's just more predominantly like your quads, so you can just focus on that a lot more.
When I broke this leg, I was only doing Smith machine squats for like 3 months, and it was amazing because like I wasn't worried about like the side by side. It was just like I'm just gonna lock in and focus on getting like the muscle back that I lost, and that's when I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah,
like, I fucking love this thing.
Yeah, let's go. How's that weight?
It's good. It's a good weight.
Easy gone.
That might be a little high.
Yeah. How many reps you get?
Honestly, I did 8, and it was good. It was a good 8.
Let's see. Whew. Feels good.
It's good.
I'm definitely not going to go higher. Yeah, easy.
Oh, it's just a good burn. Like, I love the burn. And I love when I find a movement that just tweaked a little bit, gives you like twice the amount of burn.
I'm grateful that you put it on the one slightly lower than that one.
Both times I've been like, I'm gonna rack it here, and then I'm like, nah,
Very
drop it
inclusive
one.
of you. How are you feeling since the show now? Do you feel like you fully recovered?
Yeah, I think I have like so much thicker skin about what people are saying about me online. I think that was the thing that was the toughest, like coming off the show, which I guess I could have anticipated, but like just weird comments, unhappy people online sending you crazy DMs and shit. That was like hard for me to process at the beginning. But now I'm like, I read comments and I'm just like, I even laugh. Like I'm like, these are actually kind of funny.
It's good though.
Yeah.
At least you're able to.
I think it was healthy for me, like to go through that. Because then I would have just gone my whole life.
Doesn't feel very healthy.
It doesn't feel healthy in the moment, but then you
no.
develop like thicker skin and like a way of like thinking about it that is healthier. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, it was such a weird experience. Like, I don't know, like a canon event in my life. Mm-hmm. Like, it was like...
Canon event, yeah, that's a good analogy.
Like,
yeah.
It's like BC AD, like before Love Island, after Love Island, like event that I can like point to major differences in like what I do for money, what I do for fun, like enjoying certain settings versus other settings.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Went through a period where I was like, oh, I got to go to all these parties in LA, and like every time I get invited out, I should go. And like, I'm like, everyone always says, oh, well, it's like we're networking. It's like, no, you're just getting fucked up. You're just
getting
fun.
pissed for like, so much money,
exactly.
and it's like,
But, and I'm like I don't really like getting fucked up. So I always like wake up the next day and I'm just like, the next 3 days are gonna suck. And for no reason, I didn't even have fun last night.
I mean, even at your like birthday party the other day, I feel like I didn't really like drink that much. I had like, what, 3 double spiced drums on the rocks.
6 shots on an empty stomach.
That was probably stupid, but that's like all I'd eaten earlier, but I like, that's all I drank. But the next morning I woke up so rough, and it's probably because I've not been drinking, and I was just trying to like mask it with like.
I always feel my best when I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like I would have performed the exact same if I would have drunk or if I wouldn't have drunk. I just sacrificed the next morning. Feeling like shit.
Exactly. That's how I feel too. So, like, stop going to the parties. I'll go out like once a month. But I don't know. Just trying to like focus on shit that actually makes me happy.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't regret like going out and like experiencing like a different side of LA. But
yeah, you're not missing out the fact that you're not
it's like it's like the old trope. Like these are just a bunch of kind of unhappy people getting fucked up at a party. Like
trying to mask. Yeah. I do feel like that as well. It's definitely the way. Is there anything that you regret from the show that you wish you could have changed looking back now?
I don't know.
I always feel weird about that question when people ask me, because I'm like, well, I did it and I've like learned from doing it. So I guess no, I've not regretted it, but there's definitely things I would have liked to have done differently.
I feel like I wasn't fully like myself, but I don't think I could have gone back and changed that. Like being in that environment with like 100 cameras, everywhere you walk, a camera like pivots onto you. It was really hard for me to like build a barrier between those cameras and myself.
Yeah.
And it made me like overanalyze things. And I feel like I was like half of myself.
Yeah.
The only time I really was when I knew, like I was hanging out with all the boys and I was like, they're not gonna use this for the show anyways. Because they don't want to just a bunch of guys hanging out in a bedroom.
Having fun.
Yeah. We
actually laughing.
Like I had so much fun, but then like in a lot of my interactions, I was just like a little bit closed off or reserved. I feel like with this new show we're filming, I somehow like forget about the cameras a lot easier. Do you feel that way?
I guess you have like, we do have a little bit more control on like what we do, what we say, where we go. And also I think the most important thing is the fact that you can decompress at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you can call your family.
Sit in my own bed. Yeah, talk to my family. But for some reason, like this time around with filming, I feel like I haven't been so like aware of the cameras in my interactions and conversations and shit. Like at my birthday the other night, like
Bro, I
forgot we were filming a show
forgot.
because I just had all my good friends there.
Yeah.
And we were just having a great fucking time.
Bro, I was so
and I was
waved
like,
and I was
oh yeah, we're filming a
mates.
TV show. Like I had like a moment of realization at like 10:30 when I like saw a camera and I was like, oh no.
What am I saying?
Yeah. I was like, what are you guys gonna use? Like, no.
Look over to me and be like, I don't know what I've done. I think the simple ability is to be able to just like call my mum and like my Abba and just like check in with them and see how they're doing, and then for them to check in, see how I'm doing. It just kind of like brings you back to a bit more normality again.
Yep.
And I have like I don't know what it is. Like I've always had it even in jobs and stuff. But like I have like this thing with like authority. That if people have authority over me and tell me to do something, I just want to do the opposite thing.
For sure.
So someone's like, so during that show, like all the time they were telling me to do this, telling me to do that, and I was just getting so aggravated all the time.
I get that way when I feel like someone's doing that to me, but they're trying to manipulate me into doing it. Mm-hmm. I would always feel so much better if producers, instead of like gaslighting me into thinking I'm doing something on my own will, but it's really theirs, if they just said, look, it would be a lot better for all of us if you would just do this.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, no, this is what you want to do.
Yeah.
And it's like,
you
I know what you're
told
fucking
me you
doing.
wanted to do this.
Right.
You did this because you told me you wanted
Right.
And hold on. You told me to do it 5 times, I didn't want to do it, and I'm the 6th.
Break it down for me like I'm an adult, not a child.
Yeah. Do you usually go to 3 sets or 4 sets?
It depends with legs. I usually go by feel. Like my quads are pretty nuked right now. So I'm like, I think I got enough. But when I'm hitting like arms or back, it's 5 sets.
Really?
Always, yeah.
5 sets?
Because I just feel like I can go forever with like biceps, lats, back.
Yeah.
So I really want to make sure I fatigue them. Whereas with my legs, if I'm going heavy enough and I'm doing enough reps, 4 sets is usually pretty sufficient.
No,
Just kind of depends though. Like I told you, like I'm pretty intuitive in the gym. Like I don't go Tuesdays my leg day, even though that's good for most people and like maybe I'd be a little better off. Mm-hmm. I just like to wake up and be like, okay, what did I hit yesterday? What's the one muscle group it's been the longest since I've hit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably what I should hit today. Or some days I'll just wake up and be like, I got the energy, today's a leg day.
Yeah.
Like let's get after it.
See, I feel like I have to track my things a lot more. I feel like if I'm not consistent with like writing down how many sets I've done, how many reps I've done, and then check, because I've got such shit memory, if I don't write it down, then I have to like look at last week and I'll be like, right, I did 6 reps last week, I need to get to 7 this week.
But that's always like, that's the better way to do it too. It's like people who use checklists to make sure they get everything done in a day are more effective at getting things done than somebody who just tries to remember.
Do you know what, actually, this is one thing I'll take away from the show that's positive. I got a journal and started writing what I do every single day, things that are important, to-do lists, any future plans, anything like that, and it's helped so much.
Yeah.
Like, even just for like, if I've had a bad day, just write down how I'm feeling and stuff like that.
I was trying to do that for like gratitude. Be like, what are like 3 things I'm grateful for today at the end of the day? It's usually around the same things most days, but it just kind of helps you like
protein, more protein.
I'm thankful for these muscles. All right, let's hit some deadlifts. All right, this is the coolest fucking thing about this gym, is this.
It's pretty gnarly.
I don't know, it's so simple, but it does make like changing weights for deadlifts so much easier.
What would you say is the main difference between like the UK and like here?
I felt like in London itself, people were pretty nice. Like I've met a lot of people
they get bad rep over there in London.
I don't know. I thought people were really nice to me.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. London feels a lot like New York City.
I can see that.
But I loved the pubs. We were drinking a lot at the pubs.
Mate, you'll have to come over because my uncle, he has like a few pubs, but he's got the main one. It's called the Thatch. It's like a thatch roof, and it's like dates back to like the 1600s. There's a well outside, which dates back to like the 1500s, and it's just
I think that's my favorite part of London was like oh, this building was from like the year 500.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's just
or like
old buildings everywhere.
1500, 1400. Like, you know, they're like, oh yeah, the fucking Romans were like invading London. You know, it's like, oh, this wall is 700 years old.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, all the history. Hung out with Rob there.
Yeah, no, I saw you guys. I was gutted. I can't remember what we were doing, but we couldn't get up. All that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
was it that?
you were like, I would have to catch a flight and then catch a train just to get there for a night. And
that's when we were doing our little
You were like,
chat.
I'd have to spend like $500 just to get there. And we were like, don't do that. I mean, all we did was like, we got dinner. It was Rob's birthday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was his birthday. We went to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
Well, actually, Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. How'd you find it?
It was fine.
Fine, just fine. Yeah.
Sorry, Gordon.
Yeah.
It was all right. Oh, actually, that's one thing I didn't like about London. The food.
The food.
I thought the food was just.
You guys have like a bigger like eating out culture here though. Like everything's like takeaways. Everything's like food on the street, like food markets, stuff like that. Whereas over there it's like less. It's more like country pubs. Like you go out for a roast dinner on a Sunday.
Yeah. I felt like I ate a lot of. Like I didn't really eat any British food.
Yeah.
You know,
fish and chips.
I did eat fish and chips, but what's it like? Bangers and mash and shit like that. Yeah. I didn't eat any of that.
Well, you need
I did get Greg's.
Greg's is alright.
Yeah.
Greg's is alright. You need to go to a place called like Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
There's Weatherspoons everywhere. It's like cheapest food possible. You get pints for like £1.60. You can get like me and my mates just go at uni, £1 like 30 for Doom Bar and just make like 4 or 5 of them.
Almost every day for lunch, I did the Tesco meal pack.
Oh yeah, £3.50.
Like a sandwich and a snack and a drink. Yeah. I did that.
What's your choice? What's your like?
Oh, the worst one was the mayo and prawns.
Yeah.
Dude, I got that once and was like.
Nah, bro. If you go for the boiled eggs with some sauce, bro. Honestly, the people used to buy it, come into the library at uni, and it'd stink out the whole library. Over 4 floors, you could like smell it anyway.
It's like a 3-week-old boiled egg.
Yeah. God, I feel so vulnerable right now. I'm like closed in.
Here, try with the belt. I just want you to try the belt.
I used to use belts when I used to squat, but...
It helps so much for deadlift because it keeps your core tight. And you can really drive through your legs more.
This is when like the belt's not going to fit.
Yeah, it's kind of a big belt. We can poke some new holes in there for you.
I'm on the last
You're on the last rung. Is it tight though?
Yeah.
All right, good. Easy.
Two.
That was good. I mean, 2 is better than none. Let's throw a little more weight on.
How much you want?
We got these 35 sitting here, so we won't go all the way up to 4 tires, so we just don't really want to go grab 45s from somewhere else.
How many are you going for?
I'm going to go for at least 3.
Go on. Easy. Yeah, easy. You got more than that. Go on, one more. Easy, bro. Dip it out.
Felt good. I love deadlifts because like, I don't think there's anything else that makes you feel so strong other than maybe bench press. Those are the 2 lifts. Maybe squats too.
Squat, mate, that used to be my favorite by far.
I just feel like a gorilla when I'm like doing deadlifts. You're like hunched over and you're like, whoa. So you've been hitting the gym a lot since you got back?
Trying.
A little iron therapy. You rode your bike a lot too, right?
What, bike? As in bicycle?
You guys rode your bicycles?
Bro, we bought a bike.
You rode across Spain?
Danny bought one for £15. I bought one for £30.
Were they like
Bro,
children's bikes?
They were literally, we were thinking about doing something like that.
Yeah.
But they were literally like road bikes. The goal was to spend less than £100 in total. So I think Danny did it just under like, he spent like 60 quid and I spent like 30 quid. And then we just went for it.
Top gear special.
Yeah, we just went for it.
And you rode across Spain.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking
From the
cool.
most northern point to the most southern point.
Let's do something like that this summer. I'll come out there. Let's do something like that. That sounds
Bro,
fun.
I swear down, if you're ever, this is just me, not giving this advice or anything like that at all, but if you ever like going through something, doing something like that where like you're doing something for like a purpose, like we were raising money for Mind, the mental health charity, we were disconnected from like our phones all day long, we just had a goal in mind, we were out there for like 11 days, it was honestly one of the best experiences ever.
Yeah.
My bike, I thought it was like, it didn't break down once. Danny's bike, 3 tyre changes, 3 inner tune changes. His tyre wore down, his gears snapped, so he got stuck in certain gears. What else went wrong with it? There's something else.
Did your chain stay intact?
Oh yeah, then he
the whole time?
stabbed himself in
Snapped
the eye. Yeah, whilst he was changing. So then he had a black eye and was bleeding from his eye. Bro, it was on one of our videos. I was literally crying of laughter. It was fucked, bro. But it was so much fun. Like it was good. And then every day you'd get there, we'd leave super early, so we'd leave at like 8 or 9 in the morning, be cycling for 8 to 12 hours, and then you get to the place, and if sometimes you get there for like 6, 7 o'clock, then we just go out, get some like drinks, get some food, see some cool cathedrals. It was sick. I would honestly advise
really
it. Yeah, it was really cool.
One time I was riding, I had like it's like a $7,000 road bike.
$7,000?
Yeah, it's a specialized, like,
Flipping hell.
super nice bike. It's all carbon fiber. It literally weighs like 2 pounds. Like,
Jesus
it's a little more than 2 pounds, but the frame itself is so light.
Yeah.
One time I was riding that in the street, like in like 30-mile-an-hour traffic, trying to keep up with traffic, ripping it so hard. I downshifted and I was pumping so hard that I snapped the chain in half. The chain goes into the fucking spokes of the bike and stops the tire immediately. And I flew, like the bike lifted in the air and I fucking landed on my chest so hard. And the car behind me, I could hear the tires screeching for them to stop because they were right behind me. Dude, if they would have been texting, they would have gone right over the top of me. I lost all the fucking jersey I was wearing. It was literally like my chest was just out. It was just like my bloody nipples.
How's the bike?
Right. Bike was, I just needed to replace the chain. Bike was fine. There was a few like nicks on the horns, but like other than that, the bike barely even touched the ground. I was the one that like, it was all my chest.
Yeah.
And I just slid on my chest like that.
Yeah. Bro, I know how you feel because I did the same on a longboard going downhill.
Yeah.
Went to pick up my like girlfriend. I was like, she's only down the road. This is when I was like 16. Flying down, put my shoe down, and it went tick, tick, and I went Superman, exactly the same as you. But I was only wearing my swim shorts on a t-shirt, hands, skin, everything, my legs, bro. I was done. And then in Spain, they don't give you the painkillers either. So they put me on the bed. There was 6 people in there.
They don't give you painkillers at all.
No, there was one lady, her only job was basically just to hold on to my hands, even though my hands were bleeding, my hands were like, because I had so much tar, and they would put this like water, which would like bubble, and then they would just scrub out all the
like
tar.
hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, but I was in and out of consciousness because I kept passing out. It was horrible.
Why don't they give you pain
terrible.
meds?
They just don't. Extra money, so they just don't give it to you. I want to do the Vietnam trip with like you and Rob, so I'll probably
Vietnam trip's high on my list.
Yeah.
Also, when we go do the Vietnam trip, we're for sure gonna get some tattoos.
Add them to
I want a
the
Vietnam tattoo. I think my favorite
pretty
tattoo
gnarly.
that you have is the chin up one on your foot.
Yeah, chin
I
up's
still
really
think
good.
that's my favorite tattoo.
I want to get another one on the other one that says like, don't forget to smile.
Yeah.
My mate has always be happy, and I was like, I want to get, don't forget to smile. So whenever I'm looking
Don't
down.
forget to smile is a good one.
Yeah.
Chin up is nice though, because it's like, if you're seeing it, then your chin's not up. So it's like a reminder every time. Like, I love it. The placement of it is perfect.
Yeah. Everyone on the show was like, I didn't know Aaron had tattoos. And I was like, mate, they're everywhere. They're just tiny little things like just dotted around. They're just shit tattoos.
No, they're good.
So, all right, what's the next exercise?
What is the next exercise?
We could do either like leg extensions or hammy curls.
Yeah, let's do hamstring curls.
And then finish on like a calf or something.
Yeah, let's do leg extensions,
Check
hamstring
me out, I've
curls.
seen this. Yeah, I'm teaching Connor how
And
to.
then we're gonna do that flat wooden board. We're gonna do goblet squats on that with the kettlebell.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, do a little quad burnout on there. This, honestly, like, always this at the end of the workout. Hit your like big compound heavy movements first, and then use this as like a fine tuning like burnout, and it's so much better. Like if you start with these, I just don't, because then you're not gonna be able to hit your heavier lifts with as much energy. Whereas this, you could just go forever, burn out, and get that like full torched feeling, and you get a good pump from it too.
How do you feel about your nickname? Moto Moto.
Moto Moto.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny because girls will comment on my post and be like, Moto Moto, Moto Moto. And they think that they're like insulting me, and I'm like,
That guy's just
Moto
jacked.
Moto was jacked, dude. Like, this is a compliment.
I mean, it's better than my nickname, so. A little baby, American baby doll.
Baby doll.
It's like, guys, I've got impartial lips here, stop taking the piss. I feel like, God, if you're gonna take the piss out of anything, go for my sleepy eye. Like, that's even way worse. Like,
Sleepy eye.
yeah. When did you start like properly working out?
I don't know, it's tough because like for football, we started training weights when I was 13,
Yeah.
which is probably too early. For the weights that they were trying to make us lift. They were trying to have us like back squat 200 to 300 pounds when I was like 13 and shit. We were all just like had horrible form. And our football coaches were like, just lift weights, get in there. Like they're trying to turn us all into like little monsters, but none of us had like enough form built up to do it properly.
You didn't have the right like education or information.
Right. But so I think I started lifting weights when I was 13. Lifted all the way through high school because of sports. And it was always like very regimented. Like a coach being like, now you're doing 5 sets of this at this weight. That's not enough weight. Get your weight up. Like, and I hated it. I hated every second of it because I just hate getting told what to do.
Yeah.
And then
It's that authority thing.
yeah, then when I went to college, I was like, fuck all of it. Like all I really did was like go for runs. Got really skinny. Lost so much muscle. I have photos of me in college where I was just like, my arms were like that. But then sometime near my tail end of college, I was just like, I lived with this guy who had built a gym in our garage. And I started lifting like old rusty weights, tons of weight to like death metal in the garage. And that just like reignited this spark in me to like move heavy weight and get big and like chase higher numbers. And then I just haven't really looked back since.
But you went through a little phase, right, where you got a little bit horizontal.
Oh yeah,
challenge.
I got a little horizontal. Well, in high school I was pretty horizontal because I was a lineman.
Yeah.
So it's like encouraged to be big. And then like 3/4 of the way through college, I just was drinking a ton of beer, like heavy IPAs, eating cheeseburgers, all kinds of fried food and shit. And I just got like the fattest titties, just a fucking jelly roll of a belly. I look like shit. And thank God I figured it out.
Yeah, that's one thing I've never really been able to do. Is like put on weight easy. It's way too difficult.
Well, it's like just like a couple months ago, I'm at 220 pounds right now. I was up to 250 pounds. So that's 30 pounds heavier. So in like 2 months, I've lost 30 pounds. Do you have problems like eating a ton of food?
I love eating loads of food. Like I like the feeling of being full all the time.
I just like, I know people that are like, I want to get bigger. And I'm like, getting bigger is so fucking easy.
Yeah.
All you have to do is eat more food and just stay consistent with lifting, and your body will put on so much weight.
I think I topped out at like 4,500 calories.
Yeah.
And that was hard work. Like I remember like sitting in bed sometimes, like just before sleep, like forcing myself food. I was like, I can't eat this. It's like too much.
Oh, I love it. I would do this thing called bowl of brown, where I would just take onions and ground beef, and I would just throw it in a giant bowl, and I'd eat it like for
What do you
dinner.
call it? Bowl of brown.
Bowl of brown, because it's
Bowl
just
of
funny,
brown.
because it's a giant brown bowl.
Bowl of brown.
Bowl of brown had the most vicious fucking farts ever.
Once you start packing on the protein, bro, you could literally like clear out this gym within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Just drop in meat.
See, for these, I always try and train these to failure. Like go until you literally can't push up. And then also focus on the eccentric. So on the way down, try and go really, like hold it and then go slow back. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. It's like, this is the safest machine to train to failure with. I would say with the hamstring curls, you can actually pull your hamstring or tear it. If you go heavy enough weight and you go to full failure, that's actually can be a dangerous machine. I've like hurt my hamstring on it.
Oh shit.
But with this, you can fucking train to failure on this like 100% of the time and you're never gonna hurt yourself.
Bro, we should go for a fat meal. We should go get Chipotle.
I'm down.
Can we get Chipotle? Bro, I'll take you to Chipotle. You'll love it.
You've never been to Chipotle?
Bro, Danny's never been to Chipotle.
Oh, we're gonna go to Chipotle.
Good. Bro, loads of vegan like protein and stuff as well. And they fill the bowl up. And yeah, it's so good.
Beans, rice, lettuce, salsa.
Everything.
Like everything.
It's like a burrito in a bowl, and then you can just mix it all together, and it's so good.
And they have like vegan protein too.
Your farts stink, but.
Oh, I think you got 5 more in you.
Flipping out. I'm shaking. I'm shaking like a shitting dog.
When I'm in the gym, I get competitive with someone I'm lifting with. Like I'll be like in my head, I'm like, okay, I got 2 more sets. Like I think I can do 2 more reps. Do those 2 reps, and then the person who's spotting me goes, and I haven't said anything, and they go, yeah, I think you got like 2, 3 more in you. And then I'm like, they're gonna think I'm a bitch if I don't get like 2 or 3 more, but I'm so angry. But like incline bench press, I think is the one lift where like I've noticed the biggest difference in just going to like total failure and like doing that thing where you're like, I got 2 more reps in me or 3 more reps in me, even when your like brain is like, put it down.
Yeah.
Dude, my chest got so huge.
I mean, after the other day when we did like 14 sets whilst we were filming.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I was so sore.
I could
from
feel
that.
it after.
Were you sore?
Yeah.
I was so sore from
Bro,
that.
we were just there wrapping up like, can you do that bit? Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we'd love to see like more reps. And you're like, these aren't fake weights. Like, dude.
I messaged day 4, I was like, have you got any fake weights? She's like, nah, you're gonna be fine. I was like, all right then. Sat there for literally like an hour or 2 hours just doing the same exercise. Like,
I was so roasted. Hell. I was like right here too from all the hammer curls, like incline bench.
Bro, she said the same to me. I was on the cable flies, and then I went to put it back. She's like, yeah, so can we get a few more reps? I was thinking, bro, these are actual weights, you know?
Right.
Like, I just did 14 reps. Like, what else do you want from me? I was like, I'm not Arnie.
And she's like, yeah, it'd be great if you could just like take your shirt off. You're like, you see anybody else in here with their shirt off right now?
I was like, this ain't love Erling, bro. I'm not doing that stuff again. I was like, no, I'm not doing that absolute crazy
like Aaron gave me
stuff.
enough shit just for having a tank top on. Like, I'm not taking my fucking shirt off right now. You got it, 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 you got it. That was good. I didn't think you were gonna get it. That's good on that.
Easy.
I'd say let's do hamstring curls, but I think that's gonna get used by nefarious people to create strange AI clips.
Yeah, that probably was true. Should we do, didn't you say like that one over there?
Yeah, the box squat goblets.
See that?
Let's do it.
I don't think I've ever seen the squat variation before. Flipping out, it feels a bit weird.
Yeah, put a lot of weight. Like
on your heels, right?
Yeah. Just make sure your big toes like splayed out.
Jesus.
It's really good for your knees too.
Oh, actually feels good.
Yeah. I'm starting to hit that point. Exactly where I want to be at the end of a leg workout, where I think I just did like 8 and it felt hard. Oh shit. Damn.
Is this gonna be our last set?
Yeah, I think
Let's get it.
I think I'm all out of
Juice.
I'm all out of juice. Do you ever do like sauna and cold plunge?
I have done in the past, and I absolutely love it. We just don't have the facilities in our gym.
There's so many in this area.
I'd be so down to do something like that. It's really
go.
good for my skin as well. I have bad skin,
Yeah.
so it's really good for your skin. So
Just
I'd be
don't do it
down.
after you lift. Not cold plunge, sauna's fine.
Yeah,
Cold plunge
I'll be down.
restricts hypertrophy. Yeah, I think we're
But
done.
now for Chipotle. Right guys, just in case this is the outro, thank you so much for watching. Obviously this is slightly different to our other videos. Check out Connor's Instagram down below and check out for his new app that's going to be coming out.
Yeah,
And we'll
sign
see you
up
guys
if you're
next
interested
Saturday.
in one-on-one coaching, let me know.
Like and subscribe, a new video every Saturday.
The best hack of Chipotle, especially if you're taking it home, is you have them steam you a tortilla and wrap it up in tin foil.
A Brit abroad, but a Brit in Chipotle. Yeah, that please.
Sofritas.
Yes, please.
Okay. Sauces?
Could I get the red?
Spicy.
Spicy.
Is it going to
Spicy.
Boys with the Chipotle.
Chipotle. Back and forth, and then up and down, side by side. So you just want to, yeah.
Yeah, yours looks flipping good as well.
That's Chipotle in America. Thanks for watching.